Michael Shikha Niketan Higher Secondary Government-sponsored co-ed English medium school has taken an excellent initiative of teaching and make our students learn day-to-day lessons through audio and video in our YouTube channel. Teachers of all the subjects are working hard to enhance these online classes in the midst of this pandemic situation. It is a request to all the teachers, students and guardians to click the bell icon and subscribe our channel.
Hello students, today we will continue with the chapter of square root, and today we will learn how to find out the square of any number by using the division method. So, today we are going to start exercise 18.3. Here is the long division method to find out the square root of any number. So, one number is given as 324. So, since it is a 3-digit number, so first of all we have to keep this 2-digit from the right hand side aside. So, first of all we have to consider this first number. Now, we have to take such a number, here the number 3 is given. In this case, we have to take the square of any number which will be less than 3. So, square of 1 which is less than 3, 1 square is 1 which is less than 3, because 2 square is 4 which is greater than 3. So, we can't take 2 square 4. We have to take 1 square which is 1. So, 1 into 1 it is coming as 1, and 3 minus, when we are subtracting 1 from 3 we are getting 2. And this 24 we are writing over here. Now, here we are getting 1, so you have to add this similar number, that is 1 plus 1 we are getting 2. Don't consider this 8, we are getting 2, okay. Now, here you can see that in the unit place the number 4 is given. Since the number 4 is the unit place, 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64. So you have to take such a number whose unit, we have to find out the square of any square of such a number whose unit place is also 4. So here 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64. Here you can see the unit place is also 4. So if we take 22, that is 22 into 2, it is coming as 44, which is very much less than 224. But if we take 28 into 8, then it is coming as 224, and we are writing this 224 over here, and it is cancelling out. So 28 into 8, and this 8 we are writing over here. So hence the square root is 18. Square root is coming as 18. So the square root of 324 is 18. I think this problem is clear to you. So next another number is given as 784. So here also I am just keeping this two numbers from the right hand side aside. I am just taking this first number which is 7. So here also you have to take the square of such a number which will be less than 7. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So 3 square 9 is greater than 7. So you have to consider 2 square 4. So I am writing 2 into 2 which is coming as 4. Now 7 minus 4 it is coming as 3. 7 minus 4 it is coming as 3, and this 84 I am just writing over here. Now 2 plus 2 it is coming as 4. You have to add this same number. Since it is 2 we have to add 2 only. So 2 plus 2 it is coming as 4. Now you have to take in this unit place, you have to take such a number whose unit place will also be 4. Now 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64. So if we multiply 42 into 2, it is coming as 84, which is less than 384. But if we take 48 into 8, then it is coming as 384, and we are writing this 384 over here, and it is cancelling out, no such remainder is there. Now 48 into 8, it is coming as 384, and we are writing this 8 over here. So the square root of 784 is 28. It is our answer. I think it's clear to you. Now here one 4-digit number is given 1225. Again in this case I am just keeping this two numbers from the right hand side aside. I am just considering the first two numbers. Here I have to consider the first two numbers since it is a 4-digit number, that's why. So 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So 16 is larger than 12, so we won't take 16, we will take 3 into 3, it is coming as 9. So and 12 minus 9, it is coming as 3, and 3 plus 3, it is coming as 6. So first of all we will write this 25 over here. In this unit place you can see the number is 5. So 5 square is obviously 25. Here also the unit place is 5. So obviously you have to take 5 over here, and 65 into 5, it is coming as 325. So this 5 you have 65 into 5, you have to write this 5 over here, and 325 I am writing over here, and it is cancelling out. No such remainder is there. So 65. So 65 into 5, it is coming as 325. Hence, the square root of 1225 is 35. I think this is clear to you. Another 4-digit number is given, 1764. Here, we are taking 4 into 4, that is 4 square, we are taking 16. Because 5 square 25, it will be larger than 70. So, you have to take 4 square, which is 16. Now, 4 square we are writing 16, and the remainder we are getting 1, and we are writing this 64 over here. Here you can, and 4 plus 4 we are writing 8. Now we are having 164. Now 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64. You have to take a square of such a number whose unit place will also be 4, because we are writing 4. We are having 4 over here. Now if we multiply 82 into 2, it is coming as 164. So we will take 2 over here. Now 82 into 2, it is coming as 164. Hence it is cancelling out. So the square root of 1764, it is coming as 42. So the answer is 42. I think up to this much is clear to you. Problem, that is problem number 1 of exercise 18.3. It is given that find the square number which is nearest to 1000. Since you can see that 1000 is a 3-digit number. So it is not a 3-digit number, sorry. It is a 4-digit number, but it is having 3 zeros. Since it is consisting of 3 zeros, so it is not a perfect square number. So we have to find the perfect square number which is nearest to 1000. So first of all, we can take 900, which is square of 30. 30 square is 900. Next is 961, which is greater than 900. It is square of 31. And next is 1024, which is square of 32. 32 square is 1024. So here 1000 is lying between 961 and 1024. So here you can see the distance between 1000 and 1024 is lower, is very less. So 1024 is the nearest perfect square number which is to 1000. So nearest perfect square number of 1000 is 1024. So our answer will be 1024. It is 32 square. Okay. So the answer will be 1024, which is the perfect square nearest to 1000. Next is problem number 3. It has been told to find what least number must be added to 5320 to make it a perfect square. So in case of 5320, first of all we have to try to find the square of 5320. So 7 7 is 49, which is less than 53, and after subtraction we are getting 4, and we are writing this 20 over here, and 7 plus 7, I am not showing that 7 plus 7, it is coming as 14. Okay. So if we multiply 142 into 2, it is coming as 284. And if we multiply 143 into 3, it is coming as 429, which is higher than 420. So we have to take 142 into 2, which is 284. So 142 into 2, it is 284, which I am writing over here, and the remainder we are getting as 136. So here we are getting one remainder. That means 5320 is not a perfect square number. So here we are getting 72. That means that 5320 is a number which must be lying between the square of 72. So 72 square is 5182. and 73 square is 5329, and between these two numbers lies the number 5320. So here you can see that 5320 and 5329 is maintaining a lower gap. So obviously if we subtract 5320 from 5329, we are getting 9. So if we add 9 with 5320, then it will be a perfect square number. So it has been asked that which number must be added to 5320 in order to make it a perfect square number. So the answer is 9. If we add 9 with 5320, we will get a perfect square number. I think these two problems are clear to you. Number 5 problem I am showing. Find the least and greatest square number of 4 digits which are divisible by 8, 15, 20 and 25. So it has been told to find out the the greatest square number of 4 digits which is divisible by 8, 15, 20 and 25. So first of all we have to find out the LCM of all these numbers. So after calculating the LCM of all these numbers, I have got 600 as my result. So 600 is the result of my LCM. So now it has been told to find out the greatest square number of 4 digits. We all know that 6 into 6, that is 6 square, it is coming as 36. Now 6 square is 36. So if we multiply 600 with 6, we will get 3600 as our answer, which is the greatest square number. But if we multiply 600 with 2, 3, 4 or any other numbers, then we won't get the greatest square number. We will get any other number which won't be a perfect square. But the greatest square number of 4 digits, it is coming as 3600 if we multiply 600 with 6 only. So 3600 is divisible by 8, 15, 20 and 25. I think this is clear to you. Next problem, it has been told to find the least square number of 4 digits. Now the least 4 digit number is 1000. So first of all we have to find out the square of 1000. We all know that the square 1000 is not a perfect square number since it is consisting of 3 zeros. So 3 3s is 9, which is a perfect square, which is also less than 10. So now 3 plus 3 it is coming as 6 and 10 minus 9 it is coming as 1, and we are writing these 2 zeros over here. Now we are taking 1. 61 into 1 it is coming as 61. 61 into 1 it is coming as 1. And 62 into 2 it is coming as 124, which is more than 100. And the remainder it is coming as 39. So here in this problem it is 1000 is not a perfect square number, so we are getting the remainder as 39. Here we are getting 31. So the square, so 31 square which is 961 and 32 square which is 1024. So 1000 is lying between 31 square and 32 square. So the least square number of 4 digits is 1024, because 33 square will be a number which will be more than 1024. So 32 square will be, that is 1024 is the least square number of 4 digits, because after that the 4 digit square number will increase. I think this problem is clear to you. Next problem, it has been told to find the greatest square number of 4 digits. Now the greatest number of 4 digits is 9999. Now we have to find out the square root of 9999. Now 9 9s is 81 and we are getting 18, and this 29 we are writing over here. Now 9 plus 9 it is 18 and we are taking 9, that is 189 into 9 we are getting as 1701, and the remainder we are getting 198. Since 9999 is not a perfect square number, so that is why we are getting the remainder as 198. Now if we subtract 198 from this 9999, we are getting 9801, which is the greatest square number of 4 digits, because 99 square is 9801, which is the greatest square number of 4 digits. I think this problem is clear to you. Next problem is given, find the possible digits in 4 units and the number of digits in the square root. So we have to find out the possible digits in the unit place, that is in the last place, and number of digits in the square root. So first number is given as 3676. So here you can see that in the unit place the number 6 has been given. So if we take 4 square, it is coming as 6. Here also in the unit place the number 6 is coming. And if we take 6 square, it is coming as 36. Here also in the unit place the number 6 is coming. So the possible digit in the unit place of the square root 3676 will be 4 and 6. Now it has been asked that number of how many digits will be in the square root. Since it is a 4-digit number, the square root of 3676 will be a 2-digit number. So the number of digits in the square root will be 2. I think it's clear to you. Next, another number is given 2401. So here you can see that in the unit place the number 1 is given. So 1 square is 1 and 9 square is 81. Here the unit place is 1 and here also the unit place is 1. So the possible digits in the unit place of the square root of 2401 will be 1 and 9. And the number of digits in the square root will be 2. Why it is 2? Because it is a 4-digit number. So the possible digits of the square root will be 2. Next problem is given that the problem number 11 of exercise 18.3. The product of two numbers is 1575 and their quotient is 9 by 7. So you have been told to find the numbers. So it has been given the product of two numbers. If we take first number and second number, that is first number into second number, it is the product of two numbers which is given as 1575. So first number into second number is 1575. Next the quotient is given as 9 by 7. So we have to write first number by second number is 9 by 7. Now if we multiply all these things, that is first number into second number into first by 7 number, then we will get 1575 into 9 by 7, that is this product and this 9 by 7. Now this second number and second number is cancelling out. We are getting first number. We are having first number into first number, then we can write first number square. Now 1575 into 9 by 7 we can write in this way also. Now the square of first number is shifting in the right hand side of this equal to sign. So it is becoming the square root of 1575 into 9 by 7. So the square, if we divide 1575 by 7, then we will get 225. So the square root is becoming 225 into 9. After breaking this square root, we are getting 3 into 5, 3 into 5 into 3 into 3. That is 225 is 15. 15 square is 225. So we are breaking the 15. We are breaking it 3 into 5 and 3 into 5, which is becoming 15 into 15 and 3 into 3. Hence the square root is coming as 45. The first number, in this way we are getting the first number as 45. Now we have to find out the second number. How we will find the second number? In this case it has been given first number by second number is equal to 9 by 7. So we have already got the first number 45. It is divided by 9 by 7. We can divide it by 9 by 7. So 45 divided by 9 by 7, we are reversing it, that is 45 into 7 by 9. 9 5 0 is 45 and 5 into 7 it is coming as 35. So our second number is 35. In this way we have got the first number and second number. Now today I have completed the chapter of square root. I request all the students to practice the chapter from the book. I think the problem will be clear to you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe. And do share the video among your friends.